about decluttering everything that you own and everything that you love. Minimalism is not about not buying things that you really need in your life. It's not about having that pristine white house with just 2 or 3 furnitures, and it's not definitely about having that black and white wardrobe with 2 shirts and 2 pants. Minimalism is more about being aware of what you possess and making sure that all those things are really important to you, and those are the things that you use in your everyday life. Hello everyone, my name is Esha. Welcome back to the channel, and today's video is the first one that I'm making on this topic called minimalism. I am someone who has just started exploring the idea of minimalism, and I think it's fascinating. It's not something very difficult, it's not something overwhelming, but it's something very interesting and something that we all should explore in our lives. Now, I was doing a little bit of research for this particular video. I was going through all the definitions that are available for this term minimalism, and I think all of them can be simplified in this one line. Minimalism is all about simple living and high thinking. And I believe a lot of us believe in this theory, right? We all want to live that life where we are thinking of doing great things and our life is really simplified. But at times, the idea of minimalism becomes a little overwhelming because of certain challenges that we face in this journey. And as a beginner, I faced those challenges too, and I found out ways of overcoming them. And I thought of sharing that with you guys today. So if you are someone who is planning to explore the idea of minimalism, maybe you will find this video helpful. The first thing that we all need to do is doing our research. Minimalism sounds like a very cool lifestyle choice, but the fact is that it's not a destination, it's a process. So if we start without even knowing enough about it, it can become a little overwhelming. So if you decide that, okay, tomorrow I'm going to declutter everything that I own and I'm going to become a minimalist, it may not work out. Maybe at the end of the day, you will feel that it's not going to work for you and you may give up the idea of becoming a minimalist. So before starting the journey, start off by doing your research. Read a few books, watch a few YouTube videos, watch a few documentaries, talk to someone who is actively practicing minimalism for quite some time now. Understand the pros and cons of it, because just like every other lifestyle choices, minimalism also has a few negatives and few positives. Once you have a very clear idea, it's always easier to go ahead with it. And this research also prepares you mentally to become a minimalist, or at least start the journey of becoming a minimalist. Next, you need to ask yourself why you want to become a minimalist. And asking yourself why is something that I've mentioned in a lot of my previous videos. When you want to build a good habit, when you want to get rid of a bad habit, it's very important to ask yourself why, because it helps you to start off with the right intention. So when you start your journey as a minimalist, ask yourself why you want to do this. And it is completely okay if your reason is very different from someone else's reason. So maybe you want to become a minimalist because a lot of things give you a lot of anxiety and you cannot function properly. Your reason can be saving up some money. Your reason can be simplifying your life so that you can travel more without any baggage, without any kind of headache. And whatever your reason is, once you know that, you can focus on that and your journey will become easier. Once you decide to become a minimalist, it's very important to take baby steps. If you decide to declutter everything that you own in one go, it can become a little overwhelming, a little tiring, and very much emotionally draining, because we love a few things more than the others. So things that you are not very fond of, try to declutter those things first and then slowly move towards the things that you love more. So maybe you love your makeup a lot. So don't declutter that first. Maybe you are not very fond of the showpieces that are lying around your house. So start with decluttering them. And also, it's completely okay if you are not becoming minimal in every aspect of your life. For me personally, I love plants. I have a lot of them. So if you see my plant collection, you will probably think that I am a maximalist. But I don't love having showpieces around my house. I don't have any. So if you look at that, I am a minimalist. Same goes with my work clothes. I don't own a lot of work clothes and I am a complete minimalist. But there is one section of my wardrobe which has no control, and that's my sari collection. I have a lot of them because I genuinely love wearing saris. I genuinely love collecting saris, and I think it's okay to have a few pieces that I really love. If that does not make me a perfect minimalist, it's completely okay. So it's very important to take baby steps when you are starting your journey as a minimalist. A minimalist also need to understand the importance of having a regular declutter routine. It's not that we declutter our house in one go and that is the end to it. If we declutter our house and then look around us after a month, we will again find things that we don't need and we need to declutter them too. So decluttering needs to become a part of our life and we need to do that regularly. If you want to know more about decluttering and the things that you need to keep decluttering from time to time, I have a video on my channel and I think it will be helpful. I will link it up here somewhere so you can check that out. But yes, make sure that you declutter your house at least once every month. Now, a few days back, I asked on my Instagram handle that what are the things that stop you from becoming a minimalist, and many of you said that you associate certain things with certain memories and it is very difficult to let go of those things. And I completely understand that. I am a very emotional person myself and I understand how precious these memories can be. But we all need to understand something. As we grow older, we will accumulate more things in our lives and each of those things will remind us of certain memories. And it won't be possible to preserve all those things. So it's very important to find out new ways of preserving those memories. And you don't have to get rid of everything, but for certain things, you can find out alternate ways. So when you travel somewhere, instead of bringing back a lot of souvenirs, click a lot of pictures. You can paste them in a diary and write about certain things that you really loved about that place or certain memories that you will always remember. Maybe you have 10 or 12 different things from your childhood. Instead of preserving all of them, just keep one or two, and for the rest, take pictures, write about those things, and maintain a journal. This will help you to preserve those memories and also help you to become a minimalist. And trust me when I say this, writing down your memories is the best possible way of preserving them. Many of you also mentioned that unmindful shopping is something that stops you from becoming a minimalist. And it's great that you have found out the reason. But it's also very important for you to understand what triggers you to go for these unmindful shopping trips. Maybe you are hanging out in the mall very often and when you see people shopping around you, you automatically feel compelled to shop along with them. Maybe you hang out with people who love shopping and when you are with them, you don't want to feel left alone and you also want to shop along with them. Maybe when you are binge watching something late in the night, you also scroll to different shopping websites and you just feel the urge to spill some money, buy a few stuffs. And when you identify these triggers, it gets easier to deal with them and to resist yourself from shopping. Now, I cannot tell you how you can resist these triggers because these are very personal things and you need to find out ways of controlling these triggers. But it's very important to identify these triggers because once you understand, it's easier to deal with them and it's easier to resist them. And as we are talking about shopping, let's also talk about quality over quantity. If you are trying to become a minimalist and you are trying to save money, it's always a good idea to invest money in the beginning in some really good quality products. Have fewer items, but whatever you have, make sure that they are made of really good quality materials because they last longer and you don't feel the urge of buying the same thing over and over again and you don't end up cluttering your house. And most of these good quality items are made of sustainable materials. So in a way, you are also helping the world. So instead of buying 10 different clothes from Shein, make sure that you are just buying one dress from some sustainable clothing brand and find new ways of styling that up. I think that will help you to become a more stylish person and also a good minimalist in a long run. I think it's also very important for us not to compare ourselves with others. There are minimalists out there with just 30 or 40 things in their possession. They can pack up everything that they own in a luggage bag and those people inspire us a lot and that's great. But we should never compare ourselves with them, not in the beginning of the journey or never in the future. Because whatever we do, whatever we follow as a lifestyle choice, that completely depends on what kind of life we are living, where we are staying, with whom we are staying, and what kind of work we are doing. So there are a lot of things that are related to this. So instead of comparing our lives with them, it's very important to do things in our own pace, in a way which will be comfortable for us and in a way which we can enjoy. Only then we can become a minimalist and we can maintain this journey as a minimalist in a long run. Also, it's very important to understand that there will be ups and downs in this journey. As I mentioned before, this is not a destination, this is a continuous journey, and there will be ups and downs in it. Maybe right now you are staying all by yourself and it is very easy for you to become a complete minimalist, to get rid of everything that you have in extra. But maybe after 10 years, you will have a partner and you will have 2 kids, and then you will feel the urge of having a few extra things in hand just because that makes you feel safe, and that's completely okay. There's nothing called perfection when it comes to minimalism, and there is no defined path for a minimalist. You have to figure it out, and whatever suits you is your journey as a minimalist. And last but not the least, try becoming more intentional, try focusing on yourself, because once you start living an intentional life, materialistic things won't matter to you anymore, and it will be very easy for you to become a minimalist person. So try to understand what you really want in your life, try to find out things that truly make you happy, and try to follow your dream life. Once you do that, you will become a true minimalist. So these are all the things that helped me to understand minimalism better and to become a minimalist. Before I end this video, I'd really like to mention that if you are a maximalist, that is completely okay. Maximalism or minimalism are just lifestyle choices and you pick whatever you like. Minimalism is something that helps you to lead a more intentional and sustainable lifestyle. So maybe that's a little more preferable. So yeah, if you are someone who wants to explore minimalism, maybe you will find this video helpful. Do let me know what you think about it. Also, if you want to see more videos like this, make sure to subscribe to this channel. I would love to see you around. I will be back with a new video super soon. Till then, take care and bye-bye.